On July 5, 2025, Ozzy Osbourne walked onto a stage in Birmingham for the final time. He didn't stand. He couldn't. Instead, he sat on a black gothic throne and sang the songs that defined an entire generation. This was no ordinary concert. It was the closing chapter of one of the wildest, most iconic stories in rock history. John Michael Osbourne was born in 1988 in Aston, a tough working-class neighborhood in Birmingham, England. Bullied at school, poor at reading, and thrown into factory work by age 15, Ozzy was never supposed to be a star. But then he met Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward. Something clicked. Black Sabbath was born. In 1970, they dropped their debut album, Black Sabbath. It was loud, slow, heavy, and terrifying. Critics called it garbage. Fans called it revolution. Within months, Sabbath has changed rock music forever. Paranoid, Iron Man, War Pigs, their riffs roared across the world. And at the center of it all was Ozzy, part banshee, part preacher, part madman. But behind the music, chaos brewed. Drugs, fights, mental health struggles. In 1979, the band fired their frontman. Most thought it was the end of Ozzy Osbourne. It wasn't. Ozzy went solo and soared. With help from his soon-to-be wife Sharon, he launched Wizard of Oz in 1980. Crazy Train and Mr. Crowley proved he wasn't just surviving, he was evolving. But tragedy struck in 1982 when guitarist Randy Rhoads died in a plane crash. Ozzy spiraled, but somehow pulled himself back up again. Through the 80s and 90s, he released more hits, became a living legend. By the 2000s, he was more than music. With the Osbournes reality show, he became an unlikely family man on a global TV screens. But Buddy couldn't take the years of punishment forever. Ozzy was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, endured multiple spine surgeries, and suffered near-death infections. Tour after tour was cancelled. His voice faded. His bones ached, yet he kept recording. In 2020 and 2020, he released Ordinary Man and Patient Number 9. And then came the announcement. One final concert in Birmingham, his home. Ozzy Osbourne sold over 100 million records. He created heavy metal. He survived addiction, tragedy, ridicule, and disease. And in the end, he left the stage on his terms. He didn't fade away. He sat tall on a throne and gave us one last show. The Prince of Darkness may never perform again, but his voice, his madness, and his music will echo forever.